Oh, look at that in front of me. That's a Hummer. It's a H1, maybe H2. Wow, this amazing guy. As xBhp, we had already done over 50 countries on some of the world's best superbikes and sometimes supercars too. Before the start of this Odyssey from India all the way to Singapore and beyond to Sri Lanka, via Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, Cambodia and Malaysia. And this would be a total of 15,000 kilometers in 90 days for a total of 11 countries. And we would be doing this on a homegrown Bajaj Dominar 400s. Not only that, there will be 11 riders who will be joining us in different legs of this Odyssey. But you have to see all the vlogs one by one to find out who they were. So we are in Phnom Penh, the capital of Cambodia, and it is a very simple kind of a city. I mean, it's not overwhelming, and a lot of Bajaj autos we can see everywhere. Is this one a Bajaj auto? I'm not sure, but yes, on the left is a TVS auto. So good to see Indian brands here. Talking about Indian brands, Bajaj actually sells their motorcycles here, and there were a limited number of Dominars that came for sale in the capital city of Cambodia around 2025, if I'm not wrong. And we are right now going to the Bajaj service center here, besides of course getting the bikes pampered and serviced a little bit. We've even got TVS umbrellas here. TVS 3-wheelers, not 2-wheelers. It was written on the umbrella. Well, clean skies, but it's hot. It's hot here. And there's a Mini Cooper, but not very lavish cars. But yes, a lot of Lexus and Toyotas. In fact, a lot of Lexus. So now here we are at the Bajaj motorcycles show. He knows Dominar, yes. So that guy is clicking a photo of the bikes. Let me actually go inside the showroom and show you what they have. Should I get in?
Yes, sir.
Should I put in?
Yeah.
Okay.
No problem.
No, just general service. General, you know, chain lubrication, tire pressure, oil level, radiator, you know, I mean, coolant, everything. Here? Oh. Okay. Right, so let's go inside. We also have scooters, 3-wheelers, sorry. And wow, the Dominar somehow looks so big here. Well, that's quite a lean angle, quite a stoppy they have. the RS 200. Well, I've never visited a Bajaj showroom like this in India. Very frankly, like a tourist, you know. That's what I mean. And this is a nice color. This is a very nice color. They do make really good looking bikes, and I can't wait for the RS 400. That would be amazing. That would be nice. Leave your mark with the fastest pulsar yet. Blueprint of speed. Right. What the hell is this? This is an R1 which is made to look like a pulsar. I mean, I thought that it was a RS 200 for a moment, but look how they have written pulsar on the tank. This is nice. They could have just left this out, but nice. And on my right side here is a police Dominar. Well, it's a nice fast bike to have if you are a police guy, for sure. Two bikes. Alright, so right now I'm in Phnom Penh, which is the capital of Cambodia, and in front of the Bajaj motorcycle showroom here. I must say that I have never toured like this as a tourist, going to a Bajaj showroom before in another country. The point to note is that this bike, they actually, the Cambodian police here, they have two bikes, two Dominars in their fleet, and look rather ominous, and I mean, obviously they are fast. Trust me, that is what I've learned. So it's a nice bike for the police to have in their fleet, and I'm actually sitting on a police motorcycle right now, so that is something I didn't expect. But all said, all done, this bike we found out that it costs $3,700 US. So they actually measure everything in US dollars here. You can even pay the tuk-tuk, the Bajaj auto rickshaws that you get in US dollars. And this is not very more expensive than what you pay for a Dominar in India. And it's good to see that Dominar is considered as a premium machine here in Cambodia, which speaks a lot about a company which was making just scooters or light bulbs, you know. So it's a proud feeling, and I hope that Dominar goes into every country around the world, because it's worth it. It's a really good touring machine, and I hope they also come out with a special adventure version of the bike very soon. So that's it from here, from the Bajaj showroom. They pampered the bikes a little bit, and now in the evening we have a meet with which has been hosted by Exor Helmets, which is another company, Indian company, which is being sold out of India. Which, of course, the more the companies, the better, who venture out of India, so that the world knows that we are arriving in motorcycling as well. Alright, so finally I get to do this, which I could not be in Delhi, in India, for so many years. I finally am in the rider seat. Look at this. Look at this view. Which says Bajaj, and this iconic auto. We call it an auto rickshaw in India, of course, but here they call it tuk-tuk. So I finally get to sit in this. I can also ride this. Alright, so please, 100 rupees. Please, sir. In all the countries we visited during the Odyssey, we found a lot of people staring curiously at our bike and asking us questions about it because they found it attractive and stylish. And now Bajaj has made that same style available to newer riders with the Dominar 250. The Dominar 250 has the same style as that of a Dominar 400. Its muscular body, upside down forks, unique twin barrel exhaust, and newly designed mirrors give it a very distinct road presence. You can get a closer look at the Dominar 250 at your nearest Bajaj dealership. But for now, let's get back to the Odyssey. Not go. Okay. Oh, Palace. Okay. So we requested the guard here, and he's kind enough to allow our motorcycle inside. So he says
says the key that he has for this main door is not working, and we might have to get the bike from the small door. I'm not sure if it is possible because it's right. So not possible. Not opening. Not okay. Okay. So the bike cannot go inside. Bad luck. It would have been a great photo if they allow the bike could go inside.
Cambodia was country number 8 on this road trip, and today we are in the capital city of Phnom Penh. While the majority of the tourists visit Cambodia to see Angkor Wat, Phnom Penh also has a few tourist attractions as well.
So this behind me is the Royal Palace of Phnom Penh, or Royal Palace of Cambodia. The kings of Cambodia reside here, and it's a very decent building. It's not very old. It was built in 1860s, between 1860s and 1870s, and since then it has been occupied by the king of Cambodia. It's a complex of many buildings. There are palaces, and then there's one pagoda as well, and it's quite a popular tourist spot here in Phnom Penh. You'll see a lot of tourists here, and it's situated on the banks of the Mekong River. That's it. Got it. Yes, I need one coffee to wake up. One coffee, please. Coffee with milk. Yes, with. Yeah, that's okay. Yes, cold coffee. So they are putting condensed milk in it. Thank you.
So decent amount of development here. And is that Deepika Padukone? Oh, don't know. Maybe that was in the Coke ad. But yes, this is sort of the Times Square. I mean, 3 big digital billboards. We still don't have these kind of billboards in India. Not too many of them. And the thing about what I've realized about Phnom Penh or Cambodia in general till now is that US dollars are the alternate currency. From the tuk-tuk drivers to hotels, everyone, they accept US dollars. But I have not even seen the traditional money, the currency notes till now. This is the main area here, it seems, and this tower, I think, is called the Independence Tower. So in every country they have something like this, which speaks volumes about the colonial past. It doesn't have too many details, very simple, but this looks magnificent. The temple with a modern building background. So right now I'm standing in front of who is called Chom Nath. Excuse me if I'm not pronouncing it correctly. So he was the supreme patriarch of Cambodia, who had done a lot to preserve the Khmer language and its traditions and a lot of other things. And that's why he's here in the center of the capital of Cambodia. And this is an amazing place because here you see all the big high rises coming up, and then you have this temple in front, which is a Buddhist institute, as it's written over there. And then you have these tall buildings and big digital boards, and it's pretty amazing, like how they have amalgamated their culture, the history, and the modern technology, buildings, and architecture in one place. This is an iconic place in my mind, and very few places like this exist. At least this is the first one I've seen in Southeast Asia where they have successfully done all this in one place. And look at the reflection from the buildings. There is one amazing spot here. Auto everywhere. Bajaj, left, right. तो आप भी इंडिया से हो?
मैं भी इंडिया से हूँ।
कहाँ? हाँ?
हैदराबाद।
अरे वाह, क्या बात है।
आप लोग?
दिल्ली।
दिल्ली। पूरा कैसा थाईलैंड होते हुए?
हाँ हाँ।
कंबोडिया में घुस गया।
थाईलैंड नहीं, वो नेपाल। अभी तो थाईलैंड जाएंगे।
अच्छा, थाईलैंड जा रहे हैं।
हाँ हाँ।
आने का कैसा है रास्ते?
नेपाल, भूटान, म्यांमार, लाओस
से होते हुए आएंगे।
वियतनाम।
कितने दिन लगे थे?
अभी 50 दिन है।
50 दिन हुआ। आइए सर, अच्छा बढ़िया खाना खिलाऊंगा।
People in general, they are enjoying themselves. I mean, look at this truck. Damn, it's big.
Wow, look at this. So this is the confluence of two major rivers here. One is the river Mekong, which we have been following for so long. The river Mekong starts from somewhere in Tibet, I guess, and then it flows through Thailand, Vietnam, and now we are in Cambodia, and you can see one of these two rivers. I hope you can see that there are two different colors of water. One is this river, and which is a slightly yellowish water, and the other one over there which has greenish water. So one of these two rivers is River Mekong, and this is the confluence point of these two rivers, man. Just look at this. This is so beautiful. This is the riverfront in Phnom Penh in Cambodia, and there's a small market here. You can see people walking, doing jogging, playing, doing yoga, a lot of things. There's a fruit market. Hello. So the Cambodia is not known to be a very rich country, and the economy is not doing that great. But one thing that surprises you here is the number of these expensive cars on the road. Most of the cars that you see here on the road are very expensive ones. I mean, you don't see these cars so often even in India, which is a much better country in terms of economy compared to Cambodia. So you wonder where this money is coming from, or why is such a big difference in its perceived wealth versus what you see on the road actually. So the reason we are told by some locals is that corruption is rampant here, and the people who have money are not paying taxes to the government, so they are keeping money to themselves, and that's why the governments don't have the money, and the rich people are getting richer, and the government doesn't have money to spend on welfare of poor people and also for the development of the country. We are told that recently a lot of Chinese investment has come into Cambodia, so you will see a lot of big projects being undertaken by China. What a beautiful building. Unfortunately, we are not allowed to take a photo with the bike. There are many security cameras, the guards say, and they are not letting us stop here, so we have to go back. But what exactly is this? So we need to take a time-lapse 360-degree video of this monument, and it's a bit tricky to stop here and take the video. So we are going to set up this GoPro Black Hero 7, and with this Pro Standard quick release mount, Probably we can set it up over here. All we have to do now is just start recording and take a couple of rounds. Let's see what it has recorded. Okay.
That seems to be a playground. Oh, insane number of rides there. Well, but this city has some great roads and is quite clean. A lot of new high-rises coming up, and I got a thumbs up from this gentleman. There seem to be many enthusiastic people here about cars, especially. But I've seen some really nice cars, and most expensive cars, they don't have very expensive cars, they don't have a number plate for some reason. So maybe they want to protect their identity, and they have completely black windows. I saw Rolls Royce. This is one of the most crowded areas here, but look at the cars. And Lexus seems to be the brand of choice. Every third car, fourth car, I mean, a lot of cars are here. They're SUVs. You have US dollars working here. America is also preoccupied with big cars, and hence here the cars are also big. I mean, most of the people, they prefer big cars. Very few sedans and almost no hatchbacks. And they also have interesting two-wheelers like the Cubics on my right side from Yamaha. Another Lexus, another Range Rover. The weather is killing. It's quite hot here. Now I can also feel the pungent air, the pollution, but of course nothing like what's there in India, what's there in places like Delhi. Of course there's no comparison. Oh, look at that in front of me. That's a Hummer. It's a H1 or something like that. Not sure. Maybe H2. Wow, this amazing guy. Yeah, look at this. Another building with a helipad jutting out, probably. Ministry of Posts and Telecommunications on my right. Here's a University of Management. They're wearing school uniforms. I don't know. And a Lamborghini on our right, and a Bentley, Rolls Royce. Oh. Alright. These residential buildings here look so much similar to India. Look at this. If you bring someone here from India and just leave here in this gully, he or she will not be able to figure out whether it's India or Cambodia. It's crazy traffic here, and this street feels like it's the Karol Bagh of Phnom Penh. All you see is shops selling hardware,
selling cars, fixing car parts, selling car parts, selling motorcycle parts, selling motorcycles. ये दिल्ली वाला बंदा कह रहा है कि यार यहाँ पे ट्रैफिक क्रेजी है, बट है, देख लो, घुस जाओ, टू व्हीलर होने का यही तो फ़ायदा है, किधर भी घुस जाओ. I see a lot of school kids now on the streets, and makes me wonder what are the school timings here. What? So right now where we are standing is called the Wat Phnom, or Mountain Pagoda, or simply the Mountain Temple. This is the center of city of Phnom Penh here in Cambodia, and it is the holiest shrine here. Legend has it that an old lady called Pain found a few statues of Lord Buddha in Mekong River, and she brought those statues and kept them here on this hill. So the villagers in her village made a shrine with those statues of Buddha, and slowly and steadily it became the holiest place in this area. And since then this city is known by the name of that lady, Pain. So it's called Phnom Penh. Phnom is a mountain, so this city is called Phnom Penh. Wait, let me cut that.
Alright, so right now we are heading to a place where Exor Helmets Cambodia, they are hosting us. They've also called some bikers here in Phnom Penh, and it's exciting to see Indian companies actually exporting the products out of India and around the world. In fact, I'm riding one of those products right now, the Dominar. It is indeed a world-class motorcycle. A lot of people appreciate, not only in India but outside as well. And we are almost there. Apparently some motorcyclists, they are already there waiting for us. And on my left you can see a lot of lights. Apparently they are preparing for Christmas already. I'm the fake taxi driver. Let's see how many bikes are there. Hello. Hello. How are you? Sunny.
Pia.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Are you from India?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. You ride?
Yes.
How many countries you across?
So when you ride together, you feel more powerful. It was one of the many meets that we had with bikers outside of India during this road trip. And we had great fun talking to bikers from Phnom Penh and sharing our experiences with them. We are extremely thankful to our partners, Exor Helmets, for organizing this meet for us over here.
3, 2, 1. I the biker.
We the power.
I the biker.
We the power.
Louder. I the biker.
We the power.
Yes.